Hey everybody, it's Alvin Brown, M2G, Mediocrity to Greatness, and TCHPP, the Center for Healing and Peak Performance. Back today with short and sweet. To topic though, it's the mental side of things, which I am passionate about. We're going to talk about fight versus compete when it comes to performance. Now, our 3 key points: remove the emotions, stick to fundamentals, long-term vision. Here it is. Back 25 years ago when I used to compete as a boxer, martial artist, and I competed at a high level, it took me a while though to get there to that high level, because in the gym or in practice, I could compete like nobody's business. I had the game. I felt like $1 million. Sugar Ray Leonard in the gym. I felt like Bruce Lee in the gym. I could dance like anybody in the studio, but put me out on the stage and something just shifted, something happened to me. I got the old choke. And now I was sitting back the other day listening to a UFC fighter, champion, and he was talking about the difference, how he takes his mindset. And he was talking about competing versus fighting. And I was trying to think, he says he goes out to compete, and he doesn't go out to fight. And I was wondering, what's the difference with that? And as I watched the interview, these are the kind of the points I came up with. Here's what it is. When you fight is almost synonymous with struggle, right? When you're fighting, you're struggling. You don't want to struggle when you're competing, right? So here it is. 3 things I put down. When you're fighting, you're emotional. Your ego is involved and you're outcome driven, meaning that you're worried. I used to worry about what would happen if I win this one. Every time I competed and I got to a certain level and they said, this is it, this is the one, you win this one, you get a medal. And then you go into the medal round. That's when I find I would choke, because I was fighting from emotions, I was fighting from my ego, and I was fighting for the outcome. Now, let's flip that around. If I heard this advice earlier, who knows where I would have got? Because when you're competing, it's a whole different story. True competitors, it's business. It's business as usual. They compete and they follow their plan. They have a plan, they follow it, they don't get emotional, they stick to it, and they follow it right through. Next one, they're mechanical. Okay, they stick to fundamentals and they just are mechanics. They never shift. If something goes wrong, they're cool, they're grace under fire. They never come out of that. They're very mechanical. Next thing is they delay gratification. If they're not worried about this competition. They're not worried about in that moment. What they're more concerned with is long-term, the legacy. They know that to leave a legacy, you're talking about 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years of competition, and then they let the public write their eulogy for them. They don't write it right away. So it's a lot of delayed gratification, right? So I find you can apply this to life. Same thing when I'm running a business. Business as usual, no emotions. Be mechanical about your business. Stick to fundamentals. That's what my mentor always tells me. Delayed gratification. I'm willing to wait 20 years to become an overnight success. And that's okay with me because I'm competing in that field. So no matter where you apply this in life, it works. So again, let's cover the 3 points again. Remove your emotions. Don't get emotional about winning or losing. It's about competing, and it's about constant and never-ending improvement. Stick to your fundamentals. When you're in the gym, stick to mechanics. Get your body. You're building in the bodybuilding. This is talking about from a bodybuilding point of view and a figure, fitness, physique, whatever it is. You're building artwork. Right? I was researching yesterday, my son and I. It takes 4 years to paint that Sistine Chapel. Right? 4 years. It's not overnight. Nothing great comes overnight. You're building. Get the emotions out of there and create a long-term vision. Remember, when you start this, think about 5 to 10 years before you really break through and get to know your body and know it well. So again, this is Alvin, short and sweet, the Center for Healing, Peak Performance, Mediocrity to Greatness. Speaking of accomplishments and moving forward, don't forget I got my new book coming out in the fall. It's called Journey to Personal Greatness, Mind, Body, and Soul. And I'll let you know more about that as we go along. It's Alvin Brown, tchpp.com, mediocritygreatness.com. Give us a call, 905-420-4325, short and sweet. I'll talk to you later.